voice is the initiator of historical events. God's voice is the itch that you can never scratch. It's always there, but you can never get to it. Ever try to get to that itch you cannot get to? That's God's voice. You think you got it scratched, and then it comes somewhere else, and you're trying to get it. Come on now, God's voice is the wine on the Jericho road. God's voice is the robe on the naked soul. God's voice is the stone on Goliath's head. God's voice is the wheel in the middle of the wheel. God's voice is the choice to make a joyful noise. God's voice is the cry in the blood that was shed. God's voice was in the spirit that raised Jesus from the dead. God's voice is the one sound that drives demons into pigs. And God's voice is the one thing that makes dust become royalty. How many of you want God's voice? Come on. Hallelujah. God's voice is the treasure without measure. God's voice is the force that'll fill your life to overflowing. God's voice is the very thing that'll drive you into the battlefield, knowing that there is victory on the horizon. That's what I want. I want God's voice. I don't want man's opinion. I don't want eschatology. I don't want theology. I don't want doctrine. Even though it's important, we'll get it, we'll take it, but we want something more than that. We don't want laws. We don't want legalistic jargon. Come on. We don't want traditional bondage. We want God's voice. Because God's voice breaks our barriers down.